Hi Taurus, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your general monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of March 2021. And I do want to say right off the bat, cleanse your energy this month, my friend. It's going to be a busy month. I can already just feel it. But don't forget to like this video, leave me a comment about your situation, and subscribe to this lovely channel if you haven't already. And when doing so, don't forget that little notification bell. Now, when meditating on your beautiful energy overall for the month in regards to the subject, the message that came through was money coming your way. Money coming your way, Taurus. We're going to begin by pulling a message or two from the Energy Oracle deck. Keep in mind, a general monthly money and career read for the sign of Taurus. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and check your other placements in your chart for more messages. For our beautiful Tauruses, thank you, Spirit. Money and career for March 2021. Ooh. What else do we have? Taurus. Oh, did you see that? I feel like you're just going to have a lot going on, a lot of emotions. Oh, wow. So we first and foremost have indecision and attachment. It feels like you have a lot of opportunities coming in, Taurus, recently, maybe even towards the end of February, but it's like you are indecisive, very much Libran energy about where to go, what to do next, who to keep around, who not to keep around. Thinking all about, it just feels like whoever and whatever you do keep around moving forward, you know, as you step into a brand new, amazing chapter for yourself, it's out of respect for your career, right? Your independence, success that you see on the horizon for yourself, even if it's not completely apparent or visible at this time. They're saying you also need to release any sort of attachment to a certain outcome, okay, within your career, within your finances, allowing for things to unravel as they should. You sort of having this attachment, this need for things to end or turn out a certain way is going to put an unnecessary amount of pressure on that situation, okay, and on yourself. And it's potentially going to alter the quality of your work, your beautiful work. And then we have financial constraints in reverse. Yes. And with the overall message of money coming your way, this is beautiful, my friend, reminding you that your financial struggles are one of the past. They are left there, far behind you in that old chapter, okay? And it may feel like for some of you, you may have a few little financial issues or constraints in the beginning of the month, but they're kind of trickling away. You know, you finding a way to pay off certain debts that have been stressing you out as money starts to come in from different forms, different places. It's like Tauruses are in such a beautiful mindset at this point, or glowing, raising your vibration to a certain extent that you're attracting new opportunities, new blessings like that rapidly. And for you, it's like you're just attracting new forms of money from different places. I can relate. Good for you. Good for you. The garden and the gate. And so it's a month where you, Taurus, there's a focus on, or you're guided towards your ideal path if you don't feel like you're already on it. And if you are, it's a reminder that you need to sort of walk through this gate towards your ideal path, or to continue down it, towards all the success and abundance that you deserve. And for a lot of you, this ideal path, walking through this gate, is all about you continuing or starting to assist others, to help people. I will continually say this time and time again. Tauruses are meant to help people in this lifetime. Own it, accept it, be one with it. And I mean, you have to keep in mind, my friend, actually, this is coming up in later on in the reading, I feel. Scratch that. We're going to pull 6 tarot cards, simple 6-card spread, if you will, for our lovely Tauruses to continue this monthly money career read. Wow. That just flew out. What else do we have for Taurus? Thank you, Spirit. It may feel like for a while things were so stuck. That wheel's starting to spin, I feel. What else do we have for Taurus? Ooh, you might be just a little bit on edge for whatever reason. Again, it's just going to be a busy month. Or maybe it's just the feeling that things are transforming before your very eyes. Okay. So we're starting off with the King of Wands. Ooh, the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. Some Tauruses out there who are drawn to this video will be meeting somebody new through their job, through what you do. Someone who wants to, who's been like kind of, not kind of, but has been destinedly aligned with you, all right? Your paths were meant to cross. For others of you, it's a month where you are getting back to developing or redeveloping that love for what you do, for your work, your career, your financial situation. And we will see how that unravels. Interesting. But there is a potential that you work too much. I'm just going to say it. Allowing your work, the amount you put on your own shoulders, your own plate, to overwhelm you, to get the best of you, to take away any sort of... Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. You work too much. So King of Wands to begin. So you start off, Taurus, the month of March, and look at you feeling strong, feeling like a leader. I'm telling you, because you're a Taurus, you're naturally destined at this point to be a leader, to help other people, to make a difference, to utilize your past experiences and struggles, the ups and downs you've overcome, to help other people. Being side by side with the financial constraints, you might be sort of guiding the way for others, being an example that you can go from struggling financially, struggling within your career to get to the top, to achieve what you want to, where it feels like obstacle after obstacle after obstacle, and boom, you're feeling stronger than ever, better than ever, more confident than ever, feeling like a leader, ready to use that experience or those experiences to once again assist with other people's journey. Wow. Yeah, you can see it here. It's time for you to light the way for others, my friend. And I'm hearing it's time for you to take this crown and put it right on. Put that crown on, my friend. It's powerful. Page of Wands to move right along. And so this on my channel, if you are new here, is known as the Anxious card. All right, so you make your way to the middle of the first half of the month for whatever reason. Again, you could be feeling overwhelmed, like I've been saying, everything going on, maybe the feeling coming over you of you being such a leader is maybe new to you, or it's just overwhelming. You realizing that you are meant to help other people, which can feel like there's a lot of pressure on you. But remember that you're destined to, you were born to kind of deal with it, to lead the way for others. You'll realize that if you haven't already. But there's also a sense that, again, the amount of work you have to complete, the doors that are opening, it's all overwhelming you. It's leaving you, maybe even your environment around you is a bit noisy or excessive, chaotic. Whatever the case may be, you need to ground yourself at this point in the month. You have too much to look forward to. And it's interesting because we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay, so we will clarify this in a second, but I feel like this goes from being in reverse, where you finish up, or you're starting to make your way to wrap up the first half of the month, and you're not feeling like jumping for joy. You're lacking this passion for whatever you're working towards. Again, it might just simply be a result of you feeling anxious, and it's getting the best of you. I mean, it happens, my friend. It happens. But let's clarify this real quick. What is this Nine of Cups in reverse all about for our lovely Tauruses? What else we have? Thank you for your patience. I love it. Okay. So we have the Ten of Pentacles. So it's like when you're feeling anxious, when you're at this point in the month, it's going to be hard for you not to focus on all that you desire, that attachment to that outcome of your life when it comes to your financial stability, when it comes to your career, the success you see for yourself. So that's what's leaving you feeling a bit on edge, or simply not feeling passionate, or wanting to get out of bed or jump out of bed to work, if you know what I mean. So it's gonna be hard not to think about that. But what they're saying is you need to lighten your load, take a fresh approach, be the fool, fall into the process, and allow for things to unravel once again as they should. And soon enough, as long as you adjust your perspective, my friend, just slightly, look what's going to happen. They gave us the Nine of Cups upright, as well as the Sun. Completion, happiness, feeling like you only really have one cup left to fill, but you're back to jumping for joy, enjoying yourself. Okay? And remember, you know this firsthand. You've proven this to yourself recently. When you enjoy yourself, when you're you wholeheartedly, not ashamed of any of which, that's when you're successful. All right? That's when the true abundance starts to flow, prosperity follows. And I feel like this is the turning point where you accept that you're a leader, and then you start to work on your mental state just a little bit more, which I feel like you have in the past, but more to be done. That's when the money starts coming in. That's when you start to see things start to change. And maybe you have been seeing that financial income increase over time, maybe, in February as well. But this is a big turning point for you. Beautiful. Moving on to the second half of the spread in month, we have the Judgment card. And so you make your way to start the second half of the month, and there's this feeling you need to release certain emotions, ways of being, once again, that mindset, way of viewing things. Releasing the view of yourself. For a lot of you, you always, up until this point, it feels like things that you've been through or people that you've encountered have somehow altered your way of viewing yourself, maybe even your self-confidence, to the point where you don't see yourself as a leader. You're being reminded, it's aligned with this King of Wands, that you're releasing all of this to start viewing yourself as a leader, because other people do and will continue to do so. All right? And it starts with you kind of understanding that you're meant to help other people once again. And how do you expect to do so if you don't adjust that mindset, that way of viewing things? And there's a sense that some Tauruses are getting more spiritually connected at this point. It's a good time to get downloads, clarification on what you're meant to achieve and who you're meant to be in this lifetime, on your ideal path. And I will say time and time again, a lot of Tauruses who watch my readings are very spiritual, and your spirituality may play a key role in your business or in your future. So keep that in mind. You may get some more clarification on that as well. There's also a feeling, Taurus, you need to let go of what's gone, let go of the past, release it all, any emotions or ties energetically to that past, to welcome in the new, to not feel weighed down as you head towards beautiful amazingness. Beautiful amazingness. The moon in reverse. So you make your way to the middle of the second half of the month, and for whatever reason, you're not feeling emotional. It feels like this is coming through as clarity. All right? Clarity on your situation, on what you're meant to achieve, on where you're heading, on the future of your business, project, or job. Understanding that that's going to lead to more and more doors opening. Maybe watch the Leo reading. Actually, that would be that was a weekly reading about doors opening. But anyways, not the point. So it just feels like you have this new sense of, this newfound clarity that was given to you by Spirit in the universe at the beginning of the second half. And it's along with the Page of Wands, and they're also going to sort of give you a bit of clarity as to why you've been feeling so anxious up until this point. I mean, once again, a lot of you are just sensitive to energy like I am. I can relate, obviously. But you have to understand that when you are in this mindset, when you're trusting how things are meant to unravel, the way this clarity is going to make you feel, this confidence that's going to come over you, that's going to kind of teach you something about your mindset, about those improvements, how powerful your mind is, my friend. You can choose to manifest the negative, manifest the anxiety, the stress, or you can use it to manifest all you desire. Co-create with Spirit. Bring in more and more money. Not that you need to. It's coming your way, but you get the point. the Empress to finish off the month in spread. And so you make your way to wrap up the month, and there's this feeling that comes over you, this feeling that you're reminded by Spirit in the universe, in one way, shape, or form, that you're giving birth to a new life, you're giving birth to a new career. And even if you don't decide to switch up your job completely, it's about taking that fresh mindset, the fresh approach. At the very least, my friend, you're giving birth to a new chapter of your life where financial constraints are no longer a part of it, a part of your life, okay? Leaving that behind and healing some of those emotions that are left behind from all that you've dealt with, that you've had to overcome. Nine of Cups is in reverse, is aligned with it. And they're saying, when this feeling comes over you, when you get reminders and hints, this feeling that you're giving birth to a new situation, a healthier one for yourself, allow yourself to keep that in mind when moving into April and the following months, when you feel the need to kind of slip back into this lack of motivation, not wanting to jump out of bed and do what you got to do, work towards your success. Because Taurus, you have so much ahead of you, and a lot of it has to do with your karma. You being somebody who's meant to help others, lead the way, light the way. Don't forget that. Let's continue by pulling a Soul's Journey card or two. And I feel the need, or I'm being guided to remind you that, Taurus, you are a builder, you're a doer, you're a worker. It's just who you are as a sign. And so understanding that will help you out when you're trying to stay calm and centered and grounded this month. You know, that urge to want to keep going, to keep achieving more, it's just part of who you are. But it's about working with it to kind of develop a beautiful sense of balance for yourself, all right, within your money and career. So what do we have to continue for Taurus? Thank you, Spirit. Interesting. For Taurus, thank you, Spirit. We are first going to read loneliness. I know that I am never alone. At times, for you, being overly spiritual or feeling like you're stepping into this leadership role can at times feel a bit lonely as you lead the way guide the way for others. But you're never alone. You always have your guides, your angels with you, helping you out. They're the ones who've been guiding you towards this leadership, towards this success, you know, towards all this money coming in towards you. And then we have acceptance. It also feels like, you know, going through this transition, this change, my friend, is clearing out the way, clearing certain people out of your life that aren't aligned with you anymore, that aren't healthy for you. So keep that in mind when you're feeling lonely, that there's more healthy relationships to come. Acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. The past is the past. Your decisions are your decisions. You know, we make good ones, we make bad ones. Just learn from it and grow from it, my friend. And realize this month that what you can't change, let it go, let it flow, let it be. You know, you're going to have a much happier, healthier mindset when you do so. Let's finish this off by pulling a Making Magic card or two for our lovely Tauruses. Oh, Goddess, healing feminine energy. This is going back to those of you who are meant to help other people, which is all of you, or rather going back to those of you who are spiritual as well. Your energy is healing. It plays a huge part in what you're meant to do and your success. Keep that in mind, my friend. All right? But also keep in mind that there is more and more financial comfort, more money to come for you. So, Taurus, I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like this video, leave me a comment, and do subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I hope you have the most amazing month, and I'll see you next time. Bye.